Thank you to the sponsor of this video, LEGACYBOX. By 1928, America was riding high, with the population closing in on 121 million. Jazz filled the air, cities were growing, and optimism was running through the country. 1928 was another year that provided us with some unforgettable history, so here are the events that shaped the year. Beginning on January 12th, the nation was stunned when convicted murderer Ruth Snyder was executed at Sing Sing Prison in New York. A hidden camera strapped to the ankle of a journalist captured the exact moment of her electrocution, and the shocking photograph splashed across the front pages nationwide, fueling debates about crime, punishment, and the limits of sensational journalism. Just a few days later, on January 16th, President Calvin Coolidge traveled to Havana, Cuba, for the 6th Pan American Conference. It was a historic visit, with him becoming the last sitting U.S. president to visit the island until 2016. February 6th introduced us to a woman calling herself Anastasia Tchaikovsky. She arrived in New York City, claiming to be the youngest daughter of the murdered Russian Tsar Nicholas II. Speaking from aboard an ocean liner, she recounted her dramatic escape from the Bolsheviks in 1918. Her story fascinated the public and fueled rumors that one of the Romanovs might have survived. On March 12th, tragedy struck in California when the St. Francis Dam, north of Los Angeles, collapsed in the middle of the night, killing more than 400 people. Entire communities were washed away in one of the worst civil engineering disasters in U.S. history. On May 10th, General Electric's experimental station, located in Schenectady, New York, began the first regular television broadcasts, years before television would become a household staple. Later that month, on May 28th, saw Dodge Brothers Incorporated merge with the Chrysler Corporation, helping shape the future of the American automobile industry. On June 2nd, a creamy new product hit grocery shelves when Kraft introduced Velveeta cheese, calling it a nutritious and easy-to-melt food, perfect for the modern kitchen. At the Republican National Convention on June 14th, Herbert Hoover was nominated for president, setting up an election battle that would soon define the final years of the decade. Just a few days later, on June 18th, Amelia Earhart made history as the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. But on this flight, she was a passenger. It marked the beginning of her path to aviation fame that was to come later. The Democrats followed up with their nomination on June 28th. New York Governor Al Smith was nominated for president, becoming the first Catholic to receive a major party nomination. On July 7th, a small bakery in Chillicothe, Missouri, made history when it sold machine-sliced bread for the very first time. Otto Rohwedder was the man behind the innovation, making it easier for consumers to buy bread instead of baking it themselves. This led to the popular idiom, "the greatest thing since sliced bread." As hurricane season hit, September 16th brought devastation to Florida when the Okeechobee hurricane claimed more than 2,500 lives as it moved from West Palm Beach and curved north to Jacksonville, leaving a trail of damage the length of the state. Later that month, on September 21st, classrooms across America received the first issue of My Weekly Reader, a publication that would go on to inform and entertain generations of school children. Then came September 25th, when a small Chicago company called Galvin Manufacturing officially incorporated. 2 years later, they'd invent the Motorola car radio, combining motor and Victrola to bring music and news to America's highways. October 1st marked the official opening of Los Angeles International Airport, originally called Mines Field. It was a modest start for what would become one of the busiest airports in the world. On November 4th, Arnold Rothstein, the infamous crime boss and gambler tied to the 1919 World Series scandal, was shot during a business meeting. He died 2 days later. The killing was connected to a high-stakes poker game a few weeks earlier that Rothstein claimed was fixed, so he refused to pay his debt. November 6th was Election Day, and it brought a landslide victory for Herbert Hoover, who defeated Al Smith and promised a future of prosperity. This was just 1 year before the American economy would collapse. A new entertainment superstar first appeared on November 18th, when audiences watched and heard Mickey Mouse in the short film Steamboat Willie. It was Disney's first cartoon with synchronized sound, and it changed animation forever. Closing out the year, December 21st saw Congress approve the construction of the Boulder Dam, later renamed the Hoover Dam, a project that would come to symbolize American determination during difficult years ahead. Recollection Road loves to recommend LEGACYBOX because we both believe in preserving the past. If you have a cluttered closet with cherished home videos and photos that rarely see the light of day, then you need to visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection. These irreplaceable heirlooms are rapidly fading away, and they deserve to be digitized and shared with family and friends. And right now, LEGACYBOX is offering you $9 tape transfers. The process is simple. Send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, and pictures. Their team will professionally digitize everything by hand, right here in the USA. You'll get the originals returned to you, along with organized digital copies. I love LEGACYBOX because it makes all my favorite memories available anytime. I can post them on social media or pull up a slideshow on my TV, which keeps special family moments alive. Visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to shop their $9 tape sale. That's LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to unlock this incredible offer. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt and sign up for the newsletter. Also, don't forget to visit our friends at Horn and Hardart to save 10% on your next order. Visit hornandhardart.com/recollection. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.